Benjamin's here to help me. Yeah. Okay, I had a surprise project pop up. See, because of the snow, I insured this, which normally sits until wintertime, until it snows, and then I insure it. About 2 days ago, I put insurance on it, and I was driving to town yesterday and noticed it was had a vibration. Anytime you put your foot on the gas, it vibrated, and it progressively got worse and worse. So I came home and threw some cardboard under it, and yeah, it was what me and the wife both thought it was. And that is a worn out universal joint. So I have to pull the drive shaft. The whole shaft has to come out. So now I had to insure that again until I get this done. And I'm just gonna climb under and show you what has to happen, and then I'll start filming again later once I get the shaft out. And this definitely is not a how-to video because I don't know how to. I'm just gonna figure it out. I guess that's kind of what YouTube videos are for. But what I do know, I'll show you. Very tight under here. Okay. Now this is the bad universal. If I can make it wobble. I can't really do it with one hand. Oh, there, a little bit. Anyways, that's bad. It's a bad universal. So those 4 14 mil bolts have to come out. And then the 2 14s here. Benjamin, you get out of under here. You can't help. You don't have opposable thumbs. That's right. And then there's 4 more bolts up there, 14. So, with any luck, they'll all come out nice and easy. But no, they won't, because I tried both of those to add on to my wrenching ability, and the problem is there's not enough room under here. You can't get it on the wrench and pull it. So let's just go upside down. So I had to do the old connect the 2 wrench thing, which now I don't know where my 2 wrenches are. Most likely under my cardboard. Okay, so I want this to go in the same way it came out, which means I'm going to try to scribe a little oh, this works good. A little mark on it here. That will, in order that goes in the same. And let's see here, right here, say. Perfect. Okay, now that's all gonna go the same. So I'll do the other end the same way. Well, this is just to keep it balanced. Done. Okay, the next problem I have with the drive shaft is usually right there are spring clips, or C-clips some people call them. It doesn't seem to have any. I'll keep you informed on what the next plan of attack is. Okay, those are the C-clips that I was looking for. They're different, but they are located on the inside of that needle cup bearing. You can get at them, you'll feel them with a small flat screwdriver, and you can just you can just whack them out with that. Okay, it's out now. Now, what I did was I set the yoke on a big socket, which gives it room for this cup to go down inside that socket. Then I placed another socket on the top, which sat right here. Then I took this BFH and I gave it a bunch of whacks until it goes down and through. Once it goes down and through, you can pull the cup off, and then you flip it over and you do the exact same thing again on the other side. Basically with this Toyota, you have to take both cups off to get it to slide, to come out of here. Also, you do have to make sure that you have all 4 of these C-clips off. They run down in this little channel here, but when you take them off, you will find them located right there. And you just use a screwdriver and stick it in and whack the screwdriver with a hammer until that thing goes flying off. And flying is what they sometimes do. So if you put a rag around it, it won't fly too far and you'll be able to catch it and find it. Now what I'm doing is, before I go get the new one hasn't arrived in town yet, I'm cleaning the insides of these. What you want to do is make sure that there's no burrs, no nothing. So I'm using a small file, and then I'm using sandpaper to clean them up as much as possible. So hopefully the new Universal should just slide right in. In a perfect world, it would. This is basically how you install the Universal. You put a socket right there, and you just evenly tighten. Both sides have to come in so that you can get the little C-clip on in that little track right there. You just make sure that these are nice and clean before you do it, and you just have to take it slow. Easy. Anybody can do it, if I can. Okay, this part of this job is done now. It's all new, all greased. It's funny, you gotta watch in the little bag that this comes in, because they put a grease nipple in the bag, and it's that tiny little one right there. You just gotta screw it into the end of the cup, which is odd, because the other ones all usually go into the center of the star thingy here. They don't usually go in the end cup like that. But anyways, this is what I used. I used Spicer. It's a higher end Universal, which you kind of want to use the higher end. You don't want to cheap out, because it's not great fun doing this job. So you want to do it as few times as possible. Anyways, just got to put it back in the truck and we're done. Okay, 10 bolts. My drive shaft is back in. Now I'll take it for a short drive and see if it vibrates, but I know it won't. On to the next thing.